Hello students, in this class we can study about the substitution reactions takes place in the hydrocarbon part. In the last class we studied about the reactions involving in the COOH group. In this class we study in the reactions in the hydrocarbon part. That one is an halogenation. Commonly in this halogenation, we are using HVZ reaction. HVZ means the Hell-Vollard-Zelensky reaction. This is very important for 2 marks. HVZ reaction means the carboxylic acids having alpha hydrogen atom. Carboxylic acids having alpha hydrogen atom. Alpha hydrogen atom meaning is any functional group bonded carbon is called alpha carbon atom. Alpha carbon possess hydrogen atom are called alpha hydrogen atoms. Already we have used this alpha hydrogen in the aldol condensation and Cannizzaro reaction. Any functional group bonded carbon is called alpha carbon and hydrogen atoms are called alpha hydrogen atoms. The HVZ reaction answered by carboxylic acid having alpha hydrogen atom only. Such carboxylic acids are halogenated that is treated with halogen in the presence of red phosphorus. The halogen may be either chlorine or bromine. They form alpha halocarboxylic acids. This is the product form. This reaction is called HVZ reaction. For this simple statement, we get 1 mark. The statement of HVZ reaction is carboxylic acids having alpha hydrogen atom are treated with halogen in the presence of red phosphorus. Alpha halocarboxylic acid is formed. This reaction is called HVZ reaction. You take general reaction RCH2 COOH. You observe this carboxylic acid, whether it contains alpha hydrogen atom or not. This is the functional group. COOH is the functional group. Functional group bonded carbon commonly called alpha carbon. Alpha carbon possess hydrogen, those are called alpha hydrogen atom. This carboxylic acid treated with halogen in the presence of red phosphorus. This alpha hydrogen atom replaced by the halogen forms RCH(X)COOH. This is called alpha halocarboxylic acid. This is about the HVZ reaction. You can replace either one hydrogen or all the alpha hydrogens by the halogen atom. For example, you take a compound like CH3COOH. What is the name of this compound? It is called acetic acid. You check whether acetic acid contains alpha hydrogens or not. How many alpha hydrogens present? This contains an alpha hydrogen atom, alpha carbon atom present. Alpha carbon possesses 3 hydrogen atoms. All these 3 are called as the alpha hydrogen atoms. When treated with the chlorine in the presence of red phosphorus, you replace one of the hydrogen by the chlorine atom. Then this compound is called alpha chloroacetic acid. That is monochloroacetic acid. We are replaced only one hydrogen. Hence it is called monochloroacetic acid or alpha chloroacetic acid. Similarly, if you replace 2 alpha hydrogens, then you get dichloroacetic acid. Similarly, if you replace all the 3 hydrogens, then you get trichloroacetic acid. This is about the HVZ reaction. Then you consider the ring substitution. Here we are considered the reaction due to hydrocarbon part in the alkyl part. Next you consider in the aromatic ring, that is ring substitution. That is second one is the ring substitution. Ring substitution. Before going to that ring substitution, in previous classes we have considered chlorine atom, chlorobenzene, anisole, that is OCH3, phenol OH group, or aniline NH2 group. These groups, they are the ortho and para orienting. Para is the major derivative. They are called ring activators. They increase the electron density at ortho and para position. Hence they are called ring activators. While you take a CHO or COOH group, these two are the meta-orienting group. Meta-orienting. They are called ring deactivators. Ring deactivators. Why they are called ring deactivators means they decrease the electron density at ortho and para position. The incoming electrophile prefers to add only at the meta position. Meta position. Hence CHO and COOH present, you have to always write the meta derivative only, while for other Cl, OCH3, OH and NH2, you have to write two products, namely ortho and para. Among them, always para is a major derivative. Why this COOH is a ring deactivator means, you take the resonance structures of the COOH. This COOH group has more affinity to withdraw the pi electrons. This oxygen is more electronegative. Pi electron shifted towards this oxygen. At the same time, the ring pi electron shifted towards this position. Then we get the resonance structure like here positive charge developed, here double bond COH, this single bond O minus. Due to migration of this pi electron, here double bond get developed. This double bond migrated towards the oxygen. Oxygen gets the negative charge. Then remaining positions remain same. To satisfy this positive charge, again this double bond moves to this corner. Then next resonance structure is here double bond developed. Here positive charge get formed. Then double bond COH O minus. You observe these two resonance structures at ortho, and this one is an ortho position, this one is a para position. Only at ortho and para position, positive charge developed, but not at the meta position. Hence, that COOH is called a ring deactivator and is an meta-orienting in nature. You have to write only one product, meta derivative. By using that one, you take examples like first one is an nitration reaction. Already we know the nitration. Nitration means reaction with nitrating mixture. Reaction with nitrating mixture. Nitrating mixture means concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. And during nitration, which group is introduced? NO2 group is introduced. That is COOH is a meta-orienting, hence at meta position write NO2. Name of this compound is meta-nitrobenzoic acid. Benzoic acid on nitration, meta-nitrobenzoic acid is formed. Similarly, you take a halogenation. In halogenation, we are using bromination. Bromine in presence of ferric bromide, FeBr3. Ferric bromide catalyst, FeBr3. Bromination. Similarly, you can write meta derivative, meta-bromobenzoic acid. This is called meta-bromobenzoic acid. This is about the nitration and bromination. Like other chlorobenzene anisole, this benzoic acid not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. That chlorobenzene, anisole, phenol, they also undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. But benzoic acid not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction because this COOH group, carboxylic group, is deactivating. It is deactivating in nature. The catalyst, that is anhydrous AlCl3 catalyst, it is Lewis acid. Lewis acid means electron deficient. Due to that electron deficient nature and deactivating nature of the COOH group, this catalyst bonded to the COOH group. Hence, this benzoic acid not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. This is important for the 1 mark. Why benzoic acid not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction? Means just you have to consider COOH group is deactivating in nature. Hence, the catalyst like anhydrous AlCl3, which is Lewis acid and is electron deficient, hence bonded to the COOH group. Hence, it not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. Finally, you consider the uses of carboxylic acid. Among the uses of carboxylic acid, you take methanoic acid, means formic acid, methanoic acid. Methanoic acid is used in the rubber industry, rubber, textile, dyeing, leather and electroplating industry. Among them, this why it is formic acid used in rubber industry means for the coagulation of the rubber latex, that is the latex obtained from the rubber tree. It can get converted into solid form. We are adding the formic acid. Formic acid is used as a coagulating agent for the rubber latex. This is about the formic acid use. Formic acid is used in rubber, textile, dyeing, leather and electroplating industry. Then ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid means an acetic acid. Ethanoic acid generally used as a solvent, laboratory reagent, solvent, and is used in the vinegar, in food industry. In food industry, this acetic acid is used as a vinegar. This is about the acetic acid. Then one more important one is adipic acid. Adipic acid, IUPAC name is hexane dioic acid. That adipic acid, it is a dicarboxylic acid. It is one of the most important monomer. It is one of the important monomer of the nylon 6A. Nylon 6A. In the manufacture of the nylon 6A, we are using adipic acid, hexane dioic acid. Monomers of the nylon 6,6 are the adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. Already we have studied under polymer chapter. Monomers of the nylon 6,6 are adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. For the manufacture of nylon 6,6, we are using adipic acid. Then esters of the benzoic acid. That is benzoic acid on esterification. We get the ester. Esters of the benzoic acid commonly used in the perfume industry. Then most important one is sodium benzoate, C6H5COONA. The sodium benzoate commonly used as an food preservative. Already we are used food preservatives in chemistry in everyday life. Food preservative means which prevents the spoilage of the food without microbial action. Due to that microbial action, food gets spoiled. To prevent that one, we are adding the additives. Those are called as food preservative. They increase the shelf life of the food. One of the important example for food preservative is sodium benzoate. Other food preservatives are the table salt. that is vegetable oil. They are also considered as a food preservative. This most important food preservative is the sodium benzoate. Then higher fatty acids like an glyceryl stearate that is commonly used in the saponification reaction. That higher fatty acids, they are used in the manufacture of soap industry. We are used that saponification reaction. That glyceryl stearate means C17H35. That glyceryl stearate, when treated with an NaOH, soap is formed, stearate is formed, sodium stearate is formed. That sodium stearate were commonly called as a soap. That means higher fatty acids, they are used in the soap industry. This is about the carboxylic acids. That is, we have studied aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. All comes under the carbonyl compound. All these three belongs to one chapter. This chapter weightage is of 8 marks. Number of reactions are there in this chapter. You have to practice the reaction, especially you have to practice the all named reaction. All named reactions are very important. Among the named reactions, they can ask any 2 named reactions from this chapter only. Out of this organic chemistry, among that named reaction, we are using 4 named reactions. But from the carbonyl compounds named reaction, we are using 2 named reactions. Hence, we have to practice all the named reactions. This is about the carbonyl compounds.